Hello, welcome to Đồng Nai Radio and Television Station. Here comes the news. The government has just promulgated a resolution on the implementation of Resolution number 88 of November the 18th, 2019 of the National Assembly approving the Master Plan on Socio-Economic Development in ethnic minority and mountainous areas in the period 2021-2030. Accordingly, the government will implement Resolution number 88 with the following specific tasks: organizing the review of legal documents related to ethnic minority and mountainous area, promptly propose, amend, supplement, replace, and abolish relevant documents which are no longer suitable to ensure the consistency and uniformity of the legal system in order to organize the effective implementation of the content of the project. Formulating the National Target Program on Socio-Economic Development in Ethnic Minority and Mountainous Area in the 2021-2030 period, submitting to the National Assembly for consideration and decision at the 9th section. Based on the scope, subject, norms, specific tasks, the government will synthesize and balance the funding sources of the National Target Program on Socio-Economic Development in Ethnic Minority Areas and Mountainous Areas in the period 2021-2030 and submit to National Assembly for consideration and decision according to the provisions of law. Annually, the government reports the program implementation result to the National Assembly, 5-year organization of summarizing and submitting to the National Assembly the mechanisms and policy to continue implementing for the period 2026-2030. In Đồng Nai, recently the Steering Committee for COVID-19 Prevention and Control has organized a meeting to evaluate the implementation of disease prevention measures in the district area. According to the report, up to this point, the prevention of COVID-19 in the district has been implemented by all levels, sectors, and localities, with many specific solutions at the center, of which, thanks to propaganda in many forms, people's awareness of disease prevention is significantly improved. The control of people from epidemic areas to the district area is carried out very closely. Accordingly, since the outbreak, it has been recorded that 11 foreigners coming to work in Thống Nhất district have been monitored and isolated. Over 14 days, these cases showed no disease. The district has conducted disinfection spraying in all schools and government agencies, as well as public areas with large crowds in the area. Setting up a quick response team, arranging isolated places including 14 beds, preparing all equipment, supplies, chemicals, and responding promptly when the epidemic occurs. In addition, localities carried out the disinfection and prevention of COVID-19 epidemic and diseases on cattle and poultry herds, deploying knowledge review for students during their break time to prevent the epidemic. By 6:30 a.m. on February the 24th, the total number of deaths worldwide due to COVID-19 had been 2,468, and the total number of infections had been 78,976. In mainland China, by the end of February the 23rd, the total number of cases had been 76,936, and 2,442 had died. The epidemic continues to be complicated in the world. Italy became a new hotspot in Europe when the third victim died. The number of infections in the country has increased to 152 cases. South Korea's defense ministry announced that by February the 24th, 11 soldiers had been confirmed to be infected, and about 7,700 others were isolated in barracks. The Iranian Ministry of Health reports deaths have reached 8, and in the past 20 hours, there have been 15 new infections. In the UK, 4 passengers tested positive for SARS-CoV-2 after evacuating from Diamond Princess. Israel confirmed the second case of passenger returning from the yacht. In Japan, the Ministry of Health confirmed 57 new cases on the Diamond Princess. Thus, outside the mainland China, number of deaths in Iran is 8, 6 in South Korea, 3 in Italy, 2 in Hong Kong, and 1 in Taiwan, France, the Philippines, and Japan respectively. On February the 23rd, speaking at a concert in the Kremlin on the occasion of National Defense Day, Russian President Vladimir Putin announced his plan to continue modernizing the army and navy with modern weapons. According to Putin, Russia will continue to strive to make the army and navy more and more modern, that is, increasing the potential of strategic forces, sending the latest weapons and equipment to all military forces, including laser systems, supersonic systems, and high-precision systems. The Russian leaders stressed that a series of samples will be the weapon of the future that have shifted from the static to direct warfare installations in regularly ready mode. In other words, Russia's defensive and security capabilities are guaranteed to be reliable over the long term. Putin believes that the Russian military and navy will always protect the interests of the country, deserving to serve all the tasks aside. That's all of the news for today. Thank you and goodbye.